We're talking with the president of the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce, Chris Hardy. It is our chamber chat time. You guys had a membership drive.
Yeah, we did.
Week.
Yeah, it was something that we've been talking about on this show for quite a bit,
right.
quite a long time. We've been working on it since the beginning of this year. It was a stressful week at the same time, but it was also an extremely satisfying and gratifying week. A lot of work went into this between the chamber staff and our volunteers that participated. We had almost 70 volunteers participate, business leaders in the community to help us. The theme of the membership drive was growing together. That's something that we've kind of adopted this year because it is part of the chamber as far as growing, but just as much, if not more, about the community. The community growing together, getting everybody getting on the same page, creating the same dialogue, growing together between the chamber, the Economic Development Corporation, the CVB, city government, county government. It's all about that growing together because we all have one mission in mind, and that's to grow this community, better the quality of life, better our education system, just improve the quality and make this the best possible place to live, work, and play. That's really kind of what we're all here for. That's what we're all about. But the membership drive, in the 3 days, we recruited 102 new members. We've still got some potential ones coming in that were, kind of, I guess you could say, layovers from last week that, couldn't satisfy the requirements to be able to count towards the membership drive, but we'll be following up on those this week and next week. So those numbers will add on to that 102. But as far as what we could actually count towards the membership drive, with the deadline being Thursday at 4 o'clock, the number was 102. But the successes are far beyond what we reached just with the recruitment of the new members. It was, an invigoration of volunteers. We're only as good as our volunteer base. We're only a chamber staff of 9, but with over 1,000 members, we have to have a volunteer base. And that volunteer base that we have, the nearly 70, we sent out when each volunteer came in for their shift, we gave them just kind of a form to fill out, and almost half of the volunteers out of that 70 were first-time volunteers. Had never participated with the chamber at all since they've been here, and then they indicated they would be interested in volunteering again. So that was a huge success.
Oh yeah.
That plus we kind of set a little bit of a record for membership 180. The average number based on volunteers is the average volunteer recruits 1.2 new members, per volunteer during these type of membership drives. Because of the commitment from our volunteers that participated in the drive during those 2 days, our average was 1.55. So we exceeded that average. Now we would like to have a few more volunteers. We could have picked up the numbers and maybe met our goal, but the successes, far outweigh us not hitting our goal. We wanted to hit the goal, but compared to everything else, it's when we look back on it, we're like, hey, this was an extremely successful event.
Very good. Well, we're going to be back in just a moment talking about the Business Expo on September 19th. They have coming up. Stick with us. We'll be right back. We're back with more chamber chat with the president of the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce, Chris Hardy. And we talked last about the membership drive that was very successful that they had last week. But coming up on September 19th, you have a Business Expo. What will be going on?
Well, as much as we'd like to kind of rest for a little bit after the membership drive, we can't. We've been, during the whole time we've been planning the membership drive, we've also been planning the Business Expo. Like you said, it's going to take place on September 19th. Right now we're still in the process of recruiting vendors and our corporate participants to help us engage in the process. We've already pretty much met our vendor count that we had all last year, with still several weeks to go. So that's a good thing. We still got some work to do. As far as getting some people in there, we can take vendors all the way up to a few days before the actual event.
Very good.
So, which is a good thing for this as far as maximizing. Our goal is 50. Last year we had 33. Our goal this year is to have 50, exhibitors at the event. That's just going to add to the excitement of it. It's going to add to the attendance of it. It's going to create an additional attendance as far as the general public coming and participating. And there's a lot of different benefits that come along with a small business or even any type of business participating in this, aside from exposure from the general consumer. Last year, and we've said this before, but last year when we got the testimonials back from last year's event, the majority of the businesses that participated saw just as much, if not more, of a benefit from the business-to-business relationships that we're able to be built. And that's, and businesses don't just do business with consumers; they do business with other businesses as well. So, that's a huge part of something like this. Create a lot of buzz. We're also going to be giving away a free iPad again, just like we did last year to a lucky attendee. We're making it a little bit more fun this year compared to last year. Last year, all they had to do was drop a business card in a bowl. This year, making it a little bit more fun, creating more of a map type of thing. One, of course, it makes it a little bit more fun too. It gives them, a little bit more of a requirement, opportunity to go around and see the businesses. Gives those businesses an opportunity to present their product or service to these consumers. Whereas before, it was just kind of, like I said, drop a business card in a bowl and wait for your name to be called. You just had to be, in attendance to win. This year, it's, some of our staff are planning some fun things, so it should be exciting.
Well, it sounds like so much fun, and we'll hear more about that. Remember, we have Chamber Chat every Tuesday on Good Day, so we'll find out more about the Business Expo. You can always contact the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce to find out more. Again, going on September 19th. Thank you so much for being in today, and we're going to be back with more Good Day. Stay with us.